I think if anything, Singaporeans hate Singaporeans the most. I love my country. When I go on tour, that's the first thing I tell them. I'm from Singapore. I'm very proud to be a Singaporean. But when you get back here and you walk the streets of Singapore, you're like, fuck these guys, man. Overseas, I tell people, I'm like, yeah, you should come to Singapore. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. But it's really when you're back in Singapore and you're shoulder to in taking the train, and then you see the auntie pushing people, you're like, fuck, Singaporeans. Singaporeans just hate Singaporeans, I think, at the end of the day.
And see, don't talk about like racism or hatred or what. We just hate our own kind.
Yeah. It's also a very, I guess we are humble that way. We are not proud of ourselves.
We don't expect other people to do the hating for us. We do our own hating. Right?
It's a humility thing.
Yeah. It keeps us in check. You know, makes us know we are mortal.
Yeah, and to keep working, never stop working.
Pay for your HDB flat, right? And speaking of that, recently you and your girlfriend took the step of the rite of passage, walking over hot coals to the HDB to ballot for your HDB flat.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that many steps. It's really just going to the HDB website to ballot for it. We applied for it, and fortunately for us, we got a number. We got a number. We got a number within the range. So yeah, we're gonna go pick a unit hopefully sometime soon.
It looks hopeful, guys.
Yeah, it's nice. People think that sneaker culture is hype and the drops and the balloting. Yeah. HDB is
the ultimate.
It's the original ballot.
Right? Yeah.
All of our family for generations in Singapore have been balloting for a flat already. You don't think this sneaker game didn't come out with anything new?
Your heart out sneakerheads, and I'm a sneakerhead myself, so I understand.
It didn't come out with anything new.
HDB beat them to the hype game, man.
That's right. HDB was the original hype game.
And you think flipping sneakers made a lot of money? Flipping HDB!
Yeah.
Make even more money.
My parents' flat at Canberra is now MOP.
Reached the 5-year mark.
Yeah, 5-year mark. So now, I don't know why, but I guess once a flat hits MOP, then property agent thinks that it's time to help you sell.
Cash out, right?
Time to,
all the flyers start going in, right? Yeah.
And then they will just come to my house. They just throw the flyer into my house.
Right?
What the fuck makes you think it's okay to just litter in my house? Fuck.
Slide it under the gap. Right?
Yeah, I say I think if you slide it in between the grill, I can take it. Fair. You put it in my letterbox, okay. Some of these fuckers really just come and then they throw their flyer into my house.
You throw it to the house as in the gate is open.
The gate is open, then they just
for
throw
ventilation.
it into the house.
And then they go there and throw it to the house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying. But that's how it is here. People think of the flat as a way to
get some cash.
To get some cash at the end of 5 years. But me and my girlfriend, we picked the flat under the prime location
of course.
scheme. And so that is going to be
Tiong Bahru.
Farrer Park.
Still good. Really good.
So I mean, but when we saw Farrer Park open up, I told her hey, Farrer Park is an incredible place.
Yes.
It is literally the field I train football
in secondary
school.
And that will be your future HDB flat.
My secondary school football team, we used to train on that field, and that is where the flat is going to be. And I was just like,
symbolic, man.
This is incredible. I really love this place. And are you okay with it? I was living here for 10 years, and I think we think about it. Honestly, I'm happy to live in Little India Farrer Park area for the rest of my life.
Right?
It's such a fantastic location.
Correct. Sometimes I think the money you make from the whatever you call it, cash out or whatever. I've heard stories of people they cash out and then they spend more money moving back into the location.
Yeah, because I also feel I'm sure we all want to make money.
Yeah,
right.
Who doesn't want, right?
Yeah, but really, how much money do you how much money do you need?
Everything refund back into your CPF anyway.
Yeah, right. After a certain point, you gotta think of something else that you're making this money for.
Else,
right? You flip 3 houses, now you got $1.5 million. You're gonna keep flipping houses to make more money, and then what? You know what I mean? Just accumulating wealth for the sake of it.
Yeah, you're not gonna reach the top 10 Forbes list from flipping HDB flats, right?
Yeah, right. So the idea of really just working for their money or doing whatever you can for their money, I kind of understand it, but I don't see Singaporeans doing anything outside of wanting to make money at the end of the day. And that is something that is quite, I guess, sad to see.
Correct.
There is a lot of things that we are very good at. And I guess making money is one of them. But I would really love to see Singaporeans show that we are good at other things also.
Complaining.
Complaining.
We are the Michael Jordans of complaining.
Complaining is also an art form, I think, to some Singaporeans. Like when I went to Korea for like exchange for uni, my roommate in the Airbnb, 5 of us were living in the same Airbnb. My roommate, he just the aircon was like not cold after a while, 2 weeks. Man. He complained to a point where he got all of us $100 Airbnb voucher each.
So your roommate also Singaporean?
Yeah.
Just to be sure that he's a purebred Singaporean doing the complaining.
We don't complain just in Singapore. We complain wherever we are.
SAS Navy SEALs of complaining.
That's right. Like, and I was just like, why are you so passionate about this? Right? Like the aircon is not that cold. It's fine.
It's not that cold.
We have a fan. Whatever, right? Like he's just like I just feel them shook when I complain. He's like,
I've achieved something.
He said that he learned it from his mother.
Really?
He said that when he was a kid, his mother played Maple.
His mother played
Maple Story fighting Zakum.
Okay.
Fighting Zakum halfway, the internet Wi-Fi down. So the mother called one of the 3 telcos here, I will not name them. Call the telco and fuck them up. Then they got like 2 years free Wi-Fi after that.
You screwed my Maple Story game. You know the mental health distress I've been living through, the PTSD.
Yeah, but to be honest, if you play Maple, you know how much fucking effort it takes to get to Zakuma.
And they totally screwed up again,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. Yeah, I guess my biggest achievement in complaining is I went to Long John Silver's one time as like a primary school reunion, right? When I was in poly, met my primary school friends at Long John Silver's. And then we were talking very excitedly, and then some staff member shush us. Like, shh.
Shush you?
Yeah.
You got shush in a Long John Silver?
In a Long John Silver.
Dude, they don't even serve that good food.
I like, it's a problem with your menu, right?
Yeah.
When the best tasting item is the crumbs. I think if anything, maybe considering selling the crumbs as its own item. It's probably the most popular thing there. But yeah, they shushed me. I wrote the most fucking angry email ever. I'm like, you know how many fast food restaurants there are in this mall? Huh? I can go easily to any one of them. And then they send me like $100. Long John Silver voucher.
That's good. But and then you spend it on the crumbs.
I spent it all. I only ate the crumbs.
Yeah, but to be fair, Long John Silver has some good fries.
They do.
So always we put some positivity in here, very balanced here on the Singaplex After Office Hour podcast, just in case Long John Silver brand managers watching.
If you want to sponsor, this is
your chance.
This is a chance, right? Because I'm sure John will be happy to eat Long John Silver live and talking to any of his guests.
We eat until the sore throat.
Then
got time for another sponsor.
That's right.
So speaking of like food, right? What do you think makes stand-up comedy go well with drinks? Right? Because in Singapore we're known for our food, but I've never seen like restaurant and then stand-up comedy, right?
Yeah, because you see the thing is when you're eating you cannot laugh. It's very hard to laugh when you cannot eat. Drinking is just a night activity, right? And we are mostly performing in pubs and bars, and it's just a thing. I personally don't drink alcohol. I cannot drink alcohol. I'm just slightly allergic to it, and I get red very easily and things like that. So I don't know if you know the Crack House in KL, which is an old comedy club.
What is that? Is that in one line you said the Crack House in KL?
The Crack House in KL.
Well, I'll believe it.
It's a comedy club.
Okay.
It's the old comedy club in KL. It's closed down recently, and it's a crazy story about that.
Okay.
But during COVID, trying to survive, they actually turned into a pizza restaurant.
No shit.
And I spoke to the owner, Rizal Van Gazel, and he was saying that, they actually sat down and brainstormed what is the perfect food to eat during a comedy show.
Oh, right.
Right? Because as comics, we are very sensitive. Comics, I would say, are the most diva of any sort of performers. Because we want the room to be perfectly right. We don't want them to be distracted by anything, blah, blah, blah. And when we do corporate shows, the biggest nightmare is that they will introduce you as like some fucking pomfret fish is being served. Right? I'm like, alright, ladies and gentlemen, your next dish, kolo yo, and please put your hands together for the comedian Jackie Ng. Like, you will go up and you're like,
they're like, who the fuck is this guy? Let me eat my kolo yo.
Yeah, and as a comic, you are now fighting against kolo yo. No matter what joke you write.
Your final boss, kolo yo.
Yeah, however long I try to write a joke, I really don't feel confident going up against fucking sweet and sour pork. You know what I mean?
The battle is lost already, man.
Yeah, so pizza is, and I think about it, pizza is great. Right? You chew quickly, you swallow quickly, you can laugh.
Yeah,
you know. So there are people that try doing dinner shows lah.
Right.
It's tough. It's very tough.
Dinner shows,
they cannot laugh.
Choke on the wonton.
The only place I've done dinner shows that work is the Philippines. For whatever reason, the Philippines people, the audience in the Philippines, they are the best. Just the most giving, warm audience. So maybe because the comics there introduced me as a visiting comedian. They're like, hey guys, our next comic is from Singapore. You know, please show him how the Filipinos welcome our guests and things like that. And it's a dinner show. They are eating their dinner as all of that is happening. The moment I get on stage, they really put down their fork and spoon and they watch and then they'll laugh. So if you want a dinner show to work, you kind of really need the audience to understand how to eat, when to eat, and you know, how to really keep that show a show and not ruin it like it is now a dinner experience.
It's not a dinner experience.
Right? I think stand-up, more than any other art, is really not the most adaptable.
Correct.
Music you can play, people can enjoy.
Eating the har cheong gai.
We really require a lot of attention and we demand a lot of attention.
Yeah, because you all are already putting yourself out there to be.
We already have very low self-esteem and any more hit will just break.
Just like, you know, can't get any lower than this already.
Yeah, that's right.
So in your time doing stand-up, right, I mean, you meet many other comics from all walks of life, and what is the most interesting reason you've seen someone do stand-up for?
Most interesting reason.
Like they got some crazy origin backstory, like
why
they end up doing stand-up.
Actually, there is this guy, and I was there, and so his name is John Ang. He performs regularly at my open mic called Jackie and Friends. So this guy, back when we had the Merry Lion is the old comedy club in Singapore. It closed down during COVID.
Oh shit!
This was
R.I.P. Bang.
R.I.P. Merry Lion, the best club we had in Singapore. Boat Quay, and it's on the third floor, opposite BK Eating House.
Oh wow!
So third floor,
iconic BK Eating House. Yeah.
So on the third floor, we would have open mics on Sunday last time. Afternoon open mic, because if you go to Boat Quay on Sunday, right, the whole street is dead, nothing's open. But we will open and then we say we have open mic. If you want to come, it's free.
You come to shame yourself. This is your chance.
It's free. Like, it's a free show. Just buy, if you want, you can buy drinks or whatever. You can hang out with your friends and things like that. And then one day, this guy came in, right? Uber Eats.
This
was so long ago that this was Uber Eats time.
Uber Eats was still around, right?
He wore this Uber Eats shirt. He came up, then he sat down at the back of the room. Then he opened up his fucking Uber Eats paper bag. Then inside got a burrito.
Whoa.
Then he started eating the burrito and watched the show. And he like, he laughed. And then, like, back then in my job, I was just like, you guys think we make money? We don't make money. Like, the only thing I'm getting paid tonight is a drink for performing, right?
Maybe a burrito.
No, but this guy eating the burrito, he came up to me after the show and was just like, hey, when you say that you got free drink for performing, is that true? Can I perform now?
So he finished his
burrito.
He wanted a drink.
He wanted a drink.
He's willing to perform on the drink.
Yeah, and I'm like, it is true you get paid a drink, but I'm sorry we got no spot for you tonight lah. If you want, you can come and perform next week. And I'm like, why? Where are you from? Like, where your burrito? Like, this is so weird.
Yeah. How come you eat your burrito?
What happened here?
Yes.
And he was like, okay, I work for Uber Eats. I was delivering this burrito. I deliver halfway, my phone died. So I'm
might as well eat it.
So I'm like, fuck it. I saw the comedy club open. I came out. I asked the bar if they can charge my phone. Then I just sit down and that is how he started stand up.
Damn. Secret origin story. The Uber Eats delivery.
Yeah, and I would tell this story sometimes when he's performing. And I really hope he doesn't mind. He hasn't told me that he minds.
What's this guy's name?
John Ang.
John Ang, and he's now actually a stand-up comic because his phone died and he was delivering Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And then he saw this beacon, this temple of hope. Right? It's the comedy club, right?
Yeah, the Merry Lion.
It was like a beacon of hope. Maybe you can get a free drink and charge your handphone at the same time, right?
Exactly.
So that's like what we're all worried about, the handphone going to zero.
Yeah, but nowadays phones are not as bad. Nowadays correct. Mostly last 2 days. Right?
Very strong. Unless you play Candy Crush non-stop, then maybe you might have some bigger problems than charging your phone.
Yeah. You have problems with your family. I play Candy Crush too.
This stage of intervention.
Yeah. Right? Like my mom would scold me last time. Like, why you never download the app and send me the fucking hammer or things like that?
Download and send you the hammer.
I don't want to play the game. I'm sorry,
Yeah, sorry, but I'm too busy in my room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you seen that big black?
Yeah, in his room and the very auspicious packet of tissue paper. Yeah. And then of course the Pornhub the certificate.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that is that was a gift.
Story, man. Yeah,
that was a gift. I don't know if you know this, but I used to do improv also.
Yes.
I was part of this improv group called the Latecomers.
The Latecomers, yeah.
Because everybody is always late for the rehearsal last time. So we had a show called Jackie Says. The idea is Simon says, so you do whatever Jackie says at the show.
Right.
And the one of the round of the game was like to buy Jackie a gift for $10.
Buy Jackie a gift for $10. Okay. Right.
So it's 2 teams competing.
Okay.
Right. So the first team comes up, and this guy is like, "Well, the $10 that the show provided me, I'm keeping. But what I have done is I've actually drawn this card." And this card is filled with all of Jackie's favorite things, right? It's the TV show Survivor.
The TV show Survivor.
It's a Pikachu. It's like some drawings of my friends. There's a photo of Jackie Chan, and like, so this is a collage of all your favorite things, Jackie.
Right.
And I this is a happy birthday to you. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Then what did the second team got you? Oh, we the $10 we bought you a Pornhub 1 month gift card.
Membership.
So who won? The Pornhub won.
The Pornhub won.
It's like you're not gonna give points to the person that make the sweetest card you ever seen. Nah, Pornhub gets the point.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've been on Pornhub Premium.
Tell us more. We will all pretend to not know what that means. Like.
It's a mind-blowing experience. I'm sure you've all been Pornhub, but Pornhub Premium is just a lot smoother, no ads.
No ads.
Right, because
4K HD.
Yeah, porn ads are the worst ads. Basically, right? Like, we want to make your cock bigger. Like, how the fuck you're gonna jerk off when the ad is telling you your cock small?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, but that was just a month lah. I didn't like extend it or anything lah.
A month of premium.
That was
it could change your life. Yeah, how did that form your psyche?
Well, if anything, so I would say that after doing stand up, you start looking at things as potential for material lah.
Right.
So the moment I got that, I was just like, this. I bet, like, if I'm gonna spend that much time watching porn, I better come up with a good porn joke lah.
Yeah, at least one. Least one.
So I don't think being exposed to that, okay, I'm sure it has changed my psyche a bit. That I probably don't know off lah. But in a way, I think at the end of the day, I like to think of myself as a comic first lah, and it is still. And I like to think that I have a pretty good 5 minutes out of that month of Pornhub Premium.
As a content creator yourself, it must be hard to stand out in this sea of content. Right? So how do you feel now? Do you feel that it's getting harder or is it getting easier?
Oh, it's definitely getting harder.
Right.
It's getting harder to a point where I'm trying to tell myself to not care anymore.
To not care anymore. Yeah.
And that's partly why I'm going to go on the road. I'm going to go tour Southeast Asia to do stand-up. And really do what I think matters. And that is to go out there and get the actual experience and stage time and performing for different audiences and trying to get as worldly as possible. Content, numbers, and all these things is part of our life. We cannot escape it anymore.
Algorithm.
And when we first started out, the idea is like, hey, if you are good, people will find you. And that is no longer the case. That is no longer the case because now people are good at being found.
There's a difference, right?
Yeah, right. There are people that are not good at anything but being found. And honestly, no hate, no shit, whatever.
All part of the game.
Mr. Beast is that. Mr. Beast is the best at being seen.
Found. It's the world class. It's the Michael Jordan of being found.
There is no other real thing there. It's just he is damn fucking good at getting views.
Yeah, man. Did you see the video where he count to like 10,000 or some shit, right?
Yeah. And
who would have thought?
Yeah, so like I really don't think I can compete there anymore. And I am trying to build community instead. So I have my Instagram, I have my whatever, and I am trying to tell people to come and hang out in my Telegram channel instead, where I can give them more personal updates. Like if I'm going on tour, I can send bubbles and whatever to like, hey, I'm in Vietnam now, gonna eat some pho or whatever things like that, you know. And so that's where I see myself like, because I don't know. Right, like when I first started doing stand-up, people would say, or some of the senior comedians would say like, hey, you know, there are comedians in this world that are very, 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 very funny, but you would have never heard of them. Just because they are not that good at marketing.
They're not good at social media.
The funniest people I have ever met in this world,
right?
They are not all, most of them are not popular online.
They need a sex tape.
They just don't know how to do that, right? But as comics, you would probably respect the better comedian better than the guy with a lot of views. And, you know, if I'm doing this for myself at the end of the day, I need to feel good about what I'm doing.
That's true.
You know, I wouldn't say completely given up on making content. The content I put out now is mostly just clips from my stand-up shows. And I'm hoping that through that, sort of streamline it. Right? I can still do sets. I can cut that down into a video that I can post online, and hopefully I can, you know, just sustain an audience that way, and, you know, if hopefully make enough money to also just up the production of whatever I can record at my shows. Right now it's on my phone, and I recently recorded a 3-camera show. I did a headline set at the show, 30 minutes. I had a 3-camera setup, which is 3 iPhones lah.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm hoping to release that soon, and we'll see how that goes also lah.
Yeah, true. And then nowadays, like the internet just flattens everything. Like no matter what you want to do, you suddenly become like the jack of all trades. You become the social media manager. You become the thumbnail creator. You become the script writer.
Yeah, because like we were talking before we recorded, right? Like COVID just made everyone a content creator.
Yeah, correct.
Right? I'm not fully comfortable portraying my full life on social media.
Correct.
Yeah, and there are just things that I'm uncomfortable doing at the end of the day. So I really look up respect to content creators that really do it.
Yeah, yes.
Right? Like the way you say, you gotta think of the thumbnail, we gotta think of this, we gotta think of that. I just don't have the capacity to...
And still we could get it wrong. You know, I could spend like 1 hour scheming of like which thumbnail to create, and they're like, wow, 10 views. That's great, guys.
Exactly. Because you are also in a way fighting the unknown.
Yes.
Right? It's really the algorithm at the end of the day. And people can say this is an update to the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. And you think you understand it. But at the end of the day, these are all just words. That I cannot even make sense of.
Correct. I think at the end of the day, we just got to make peace with the fact that as long as we put effort into the piece of content and put it out there, hopefully it will maybe change someone's life.
Or, put it out there and know that it's going to be out there forever, right? Yes, like this black dick right here.
This sculpture going to haunt you forever, Jackie.
It's still in my room. It's just there.
Yeah, maybe you can that can be your merch.
I mean, if I had known earlier, I would have brought it and put it here.
I think maybe we should release an NFT of that one.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. If you want, I can take all the pictures you need.
Link above and down below to purchase the NFT. Yeah. It will contribute to both of us get rich fund, for Jackie to pursue his comedy and for me to buy more sneakers.
I also have to start paying for a flat soon. So
please
that will be useful.
Click above and below to help our local comedians buy a flat and then create a home.
That'd be useful.
And be useful to the economy.
That's right.
Right. It's all going back because, you know, Singapore now we are among the super aged.
I
saw the headline. I was like, what's the phrase super aged?
just our population is more like average age of our population is older than most other
ultra
countries.
boomers.
Ultra boomers. But also it's not fair lah, because Singapore is just so small that any like I don't know, I feel like 50 old people makes a big difference to the stats in Singapore.
Next time you say okay boomer, you will like, what, yourself?
We are a nation of boomers very soon.
Soon okay boomer just be, hey, Singaporean.
Okay boomer is gonna be like a genuine
phrase. Hey, how are you, boomer?
I'm okay, boomer.
We're all going to be okay, and that's what's most important.
I genuinely believe that though, that when you live in Singapore, we're all gonna be okay.
Yes,
You might not be happy, you might be upset, but we are all gonna be okay. I like to believe that.
Nowadays, people hard to satisfy.
That's why.
Give them content, say why suck.
Give
them Netflix show, go Rotten Tomato, bomb the show.
Give
them stand-up comedy. For the arms.
the one thing that I don't understand about people leaving hate comments on social media is that you really didn't pay for this, bruh. I mean, it has come to a point where content creators would be thankful for any engagement.
I like, thanks for the comments. Keep it coming. Keep the algo pumping the juice,
Exactly. There's no
bad comment.
There is no good or bad comment. I mean, there are bad comments lah. There are comments that the words you cannot use lah.
But I think it's very interesting where you see like people getting into a UFC cage match on the comments, right?
I don't understand that.
Long compos with multiple paragraphs.
I really. But that cannot be like a 20-minute type. You know what I mean? You had to really sit down there.
They ponder thing, like GP essay. How am I going to get this guy?
Can sip your coffee, continue typing type of shit,
then stalk their profile, throw in some personal insults. By the way, your child looks ugly.
Exactly. But that is on Facebook mostly, right? And it seems to be quite for lack of a better word, a boomer behavior lah.
Yes.
I don't know.
No, I saw some on TikTok also.
Actually, for what I guess when it first started, TikTok was like, oh, this is a Gen Z platform, but actually a lot of boomers are on TikTok.
Correct.
Right, just as
usually user 3, 4, 5.
They just use it to leave hate comments, I guess.
Because I guess the hate comments not getting traction on other platforms as well, right? The engagement is dropping.
Right. Like there are people on my TikTok that will come up to me and try to leave hurtful comments. I try to not be affected by that.
On your TikTok? Really?
Yeah. I think there was one guy.
We're gonna get him, we're gonna get him.
There was one guy that was like, keep your job. And I was just like,
oh no shit, man.
I was just like, what does that mean? And he was and then he had to explain it. I think your video is not very funny. You should keep your day job. Like the fact that I push him to explain your fucking hate comment in full sentences, like don't take things so seriously.
I think you should screenshot that comment, put it next to the Pornhub membership. And then next to the dildo, so you have the hall of glory,
So I don't even have that many followers on my platforms. So I don't get that much hate comments on
Wait a minute,
Jackie.
Media. Actually, this can be, you can turn this lemon into lemonade. You know why?
How?
Because technically, your dream job is being a comedian. So it's actually telling you to keep your comedian job.
I'm sure. But I don't even get that much. But like, it is like when audience members text like the comedy club to complain about myself or whatever. Then
no shit. Then they text
the boss of the.
It's like going to McDonald's and then text the Facebook page like the filet fish, the cheese only get half. That kind
of thing. Like they'll be like, hey, I've seen Jackie here for the last 2 months. Why is he always doing the same jokes? And when people say things like that, then I get very affected. I get very I screenshotted that when I got it. This was pre-COVID. I got that. Then the boss sent me the screenshot from the comedy club. So I'm like, fuck this bitch. I screenshot the thing. I'm just like, I'm gonna write a full hour of comedy
for this,
and then I'm gonna fucking use this as the cover art.
This is gonna be the fuel for your next rap album.
Exactly. But then COVID happened and I never got to finishing that hour of comedy.
Maybe your mixtape will be called "Keep Your Day Job."
Maybe. Keep your day job. This is I'm enjoying having stand up as my day job for now.
Of course. That's what we all hope to do, We all hope to not get our dreams crushed in the sea of reality.
That's right. just the sea of money. Like it's
the sea of money.
It's really
the sea of bills.
It's through chasing the money that your dreams will get crushed. Like. That's what I believe. I think that if you gotta really do it for yourself. If your dream requires someone to give you money, then you are really putting too much faith in other people. Because this is your dream. Right, your dream is yours for you to keep. End of the day, I really keep telling myself that
you do it for you first.
I'm doing it for myself first.
Correct. True.
You know, so I don't know what it's gonna take, to be honest. But I do feel more support from as much as I say the audience, blah blah. I do feel more support. I do feel more people really looking at us with belief that hey, you can do this.
This is another avenue for them to like not just go home and sit down, you know, right? To at least go to a place and have somewhat of a human experience.
Yes, and actually, this is an interesting thing. We have had shows, and like this old makcik showed up.
Oh, okay.
By herself. She showed us the ticket, and we're like, okay, cool. This way, please. And then she just like, I don't want to sit in front, I just sit at the back. And I'm like, okay, whatever makes you comfortable, right? You're an old lady, we don't want to like anything crazy will happen. She sit at the back, and she just like playing Candy Crush.
Really?
She's playing Candy Crush, and we're like,
what's up, man?
What's up, right? And she's just like, you know, there's nobody at home.
Oh yeah.
You know, I come here, at least you listen. I understand the joke is very funny, but like, I just like to play Candy Crush, and it was such a warm feeling, right? To know that we provided that environment, environment for her
to feel less lonely.
Yeah, right. And some people look at a comedy club as like a scary place. I don't know how we did it, but we somehow made this makcik feel like this place can be a home for you too.
To come and relax and chill, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a warm feeling that I think at the end of the day we are all after, right? No matter what we do, whether it's comedy, stand-up, whether you're an accountant or even you're doing something very traditional, we just want to do something that makes you feel less crappy.
That's right.
At the end of the day, right?
That's right. I think, like I said at the start, like I really feel very fortunate to be able to do stand-up at the rate that I'm doing, and that is because, like, not everybody grow up having a dream.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to try and pursue that dream
to a certain level.
Yeah. And so I feel incredibly fortunate for that. And like I think if there's one thing I really want for Singaporeans is to really go and find out what that is for yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of Singaporeans really, like I said, is what are you passionate about? Is make money.
But, passionate about dollar bills, right?
Right. Yeah. But what is it you want to make money from?
Right, that's the key.
I think it's the question that I think most Singaporeans really have no answer for.
We will all evolve to the next stage of Singaporean consciousness.
Yeah, because like growing up, I think for like let's say just my parents. I don't want to speak for everybody's parents, but like it's work, right? Like that is what defines them. Like you need to go to work because there is nothing else.
There's no choice left.
Yeah, you got to go to work, and so you ask my mom what is her hobby. She got nothing. She don't know what she likes to do.
True.
She likes to meet her friends. She likes to play mahjong, whatever. But she don't know what's her passion. She don't know what's her hobby.
Yeah.
Right? On Mother's Day this year, she was at home cleaning the house. I'm like, because that's what a mother does in her mind.
Right?
You know, and so like I would really hope that, you know, moving forward, Singaporeans, not just in comedy or what, really learn
in general.
Learn what it means to have a passion and what it means to do things because you enjoy it. Not because you want to make money, not because you want, but because really find that thing that gives you joy and try to do that.
Gives you joy on a human level.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if more of us do that, more of us will be happy on the streets. Then maybe as a nation, we can stop hating each other so much. You know? Yeah. Because I love Singapore. Sometimes it's just hard to be around Singaporeans, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, at the end of the day, we all just want to feel less shitty.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think on that note, it's a good time to end the podcast.
Nice,
and it's been such a great conversation with you, Jackie. Thanks for coming. And guys, if you've enjoyed our content, remember to like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Maybe leave a nice comment for Jackie here.
Yeah.
Right, and then
click that link to buy this NFT.
Buy the Black Dildo NFT. You never know. Going to the moon, man.
TTM.
Yeah.
TTM. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
And this has been yet another episode of the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.